And presumably it's really important for her to know that, well, I mean, even you being here today, that there is action being taken and that people care.
The fact that so many people care, that so many people have signed our petition, the fact that, TV shows cover us, that newspapers...
It's over 1 million people now that's...
Yeah, it's 1.3 million.
Does she know that potentially she faces another 16 years?
Yeah. So she'll have been in the courtroom and everything. And, of course, that was the... so she went into that court thinking she was going to be released and then to be told, no, there's these new charges, and and just, I mean,
and they were directly linked to the Foreign Secretary's comments?
She was brought in the day after. In fairness, in the courtroom, he didn't say this is because of the Foreign Secretary's comments. The next day on the website of the judiciary, it linked it to the Foreign Secretary's comments.
Do you dare to hope that she'll be back this Christmas? How do you even deal with the uncertainty that it could be another 16 years?
I mean, so I try not to think in those terms, and I try not to think about hope or, just sort of focus on what I can do. But yeah, I mean, there is a chance. So it's important to keep... The Foreign Secretary's planning on going to Iran quite soon.
Yes.
Let's hope he can do what he can.
It's interesting, because I think at the time that many of us would like to give the Foreign Secretary a good shake, you've also almost got to hold his hand. I mean, you don't have to comment on that, but you've got to...
Well, he needs to be Nazanin's hero in simple terms, yeah.
He does.
And it's, it's a strange dynamic, and I mean, I've been pretty blunt about it in other ways. I was pleased that other people were criticising him, I was pleased that other people were pressuring him, but also having, met behind closed doors it's important that he is the voice of Britain towards the Iranian government.
Yeah.
He needs to sort of stand up and do what he can to bring her home.
Yeah.
Did you make a decision at some point, Richard, to be public with this? Because, I mean, I believe there are other people who are being held, but, we're not aware of them.
Yeah, no, so I stayed quiet for a few weeks and for a month and then went public. And what I did was I went and met with other families, some of whom had come out the other side, some of whom were still being held, and just got their first-hand experience. And that's kind of when I had my car crash of realising what she was going through and how I'd done nothing. But yeah, it felt important for me to go public and to carry on going public. But we are the most public, and there are other British families who are looking at us and seeing, gosh, is it working, is it not working? There are other families around the world.
All of those milestones, though, that you must be missing out on with your daughter, and being so far away and not able to be a part of that, do you think that the campaign takes you away from even thinking about that? But you must want to get to her and cuddle her and be a father, and it's being robbed from you. Yeah,
there's lots of sort of, real life to catch up on. And certainly that's in Nazanin's head, is that, I've not watched my baby grow up. I want to have another baby, and I want to do all these things with my baby. And one of the things we did on the year anniversary was we collected from lots of people on the petition ideas of what they would do with their first day of freedom. So, almost like as a recipe book of things that when you come out, because of course you were broken in lots of ways, but, go and look at the bluebells in the woods or go on the beach, or like all the things that just, nice, make jam or whatever it is, and that, those things that we all treasure and that actually we all need reminding of. And having that there to come home to discover again what to live for.
Well, Richard, can we thank you so much for coming in, and we wish you and your family all the luck in the world. Thank you.
Thank you.